Hey guys, so day 28 already. Gosh, 4 weeks already into the program. I've loved hearing your results. I've loved hearing what you're doing and hearing successes. I love hearing even if you're not getting the results that you want, but I love that you are doing the work, that you're putting forth the effort. Because, guys, what I want to talk about today is really kind of a key principle you need to remember for your business forever. To move your business along, you have to remember the only things that we really are in control of is how often we share Scentsy. We cannot make people purchase products, we cannot make them host parties, and we certainly can't make them join our team. But the only thing that we can do that we have a direct impact on our business is how many times we are going to share the products, share the opportunity for people to host parties, and share the opportunity for people to join your team. That is ultimately it. You have no other control if people are going to purchase, party with you, or join with you. The more you offer all of the opportunities of Scentsy, the more likely you are going to get those orders, get those bookings, get those parties, and get new team members. So I want you just to look at what you've done in the past 4 weeks. Now, if you remember, we started out with just getting 10 catalogs into the hands of customers or new customers and getting them some testers just to smell. If you were able to get all 10 catalogs out just for people to look at, you shared Scentsy with 10 people. And our challenge of getting 10 hostess packets or booking basket parties or pouch parties, whatever you like to call them. If you gathered 10 of those together and you were able to get them out to 10 different hosts, that's another 10 people that you shared Scentsy with. That's 20 people right there that you shared Scentsy with in the last 4 weeks. That's not even counting anyone that you gave samples to or calling up past customers beyond these 10 or the hostesses. Now let's just say, we're just going to take a conservative guess and say that each of those hostesses that you were able to contact this month, let's say that they shared Scentsy, they showed the products to, they shared the catalog with just 5 different people. If each hostess, all 10, shared it with just 5 people, that's 50 additional people that were looking at your Scentsy products and reading your Scentsy information. That's a total of 70 people in just 4 weeks that you have shared Scentsy with. Now, if we look at it in the joining aspect of how many conversations that you had about people joining your team, remember we had you make your list of 100 and circle those people who you thought would either enjoy being a Scentsy consultant, who needed extra income, or you just thought would be great at being a consultant. And your job was to just contact them and just see if they have ever thought about joining Scentsy. And you made up 3 packets, 3 opportunity packets or joining in packets. So it depends on how many people were on your list, but hopefully you had at least 3 names that were circled. So if you contacted 3 people and you just planted the seed, they didn't have to say yes. They maybe even said, gosh, I've never even thought about it. But you planted that seed, and they're going to be thinking about it. It'll be in the back of their mind. And when and if they need, something that Scentsy can provide for them, they're going to explore that further. So that's 3 people just from your list of 100. Now, if you had the conversation with your hosts, if each of your hosts had a qualifying party, I always offer the opportunity to them. And just say, you know what, they're all your friends and family. They might as well join, they might as well be supporting you because they're going to be coming back to reorder with me. So if you've ever thought about, joining, let's have this be your very first party. So not only are you getting the hostess rewards, but you can get a commission as well. So super simple conversation to have. And I always like to offer that because you never know who is going to take you up on that offer. And I had hosts that would do parties for me every 6 months, kind of on the clock. And I'd always offer the opportunity to them, and they would always turn me down. Until one time, 6 months after, they called me up to schedule their party, and they said, you know what? I'm just going to join. I know I always do parties for you, and I know you always offer me to join. I should have just taken you up on your offer. I'm going to join. Can I join with you? So you never know who is going to join. You never know when the time is right, but you want to be offering that opportunity. So let's say that you offered the opportunity to all 10 of those hosts that you got those pouch parties out for, plus those 3 packets that you had made up of the join materials. That's 13 people that you had a recruiting conversation with in the last 4 weeks. Now, guys, this is not taking into account any other conversations that you may have had with potential new customers that you've met while you're out and about, or following up at different parties where you've had larger guests amount, more than 5 people. So this is just an estimate. So estimating that by just doing these simple behaviors, you had 70 contacts that were looking at the Scentsy products, and you had 13 conversations about joining your Scentsy team. What if you were able to just do these same behaviors month over month over month, that you were always looking to get 10 catalogs out into hands of new customers, or customers that you haven't heard of from a long time, and finding 10 new hosts? Remember, all of those people who have hosted parties for you, and even if they just bring in 5 new customers, that customer can potentially become a host, which is going to bring you 5 more people. So your network is always going to be growing as you are making new parties and you're gaining a new customer and you're taking care of that customer. Remember, be that purple cow. Stand out. Make people want to do business with you. So let's look at what this can look like. If you consistently do this every single month, you would have 840 new contacts looking at your Scentsy products over the course of a year. And you would have had 156 recruiting conversations. And I know some of you are like, I don't even have 156 people listed on my list of 100. I don't even have 100 people. And you're telling me that I'm going to have 840 contacts, or I'm going to have 156 recruiting conversations. I want you to see the power of following up and building your network just by simply getting people to host parties for you. It's a really conservative number to say that every host can get at least 5 different customers for you. And chances are at least one of those customers is going to be new. I mean, it'd be very, very rare if you only had one new customer because of that party, because everyone has such a big, wide network of people. So the more that you can get out and you can get people to book parties for you and just do simple parties, whatever works with their style, and you can start expanding your network and following up with your customers, building a relationship with them so that they can potentially host a party and bring 5 new contacts in for you when they host their party. And the same thing, one of those people can potentially host a party in a couple of months and bring you at least 5 new people in for contacts as well. So imagine just how easy your business is going to be to flow to get that 500 PRVs that is needed to hit lead consultant, or to hit any PRV rank, the number that you need to reach your rank of pay for every single month. It's going to flow effortlessly just by following these simple steps every single month. Imagine how large your team could be. If you are having 13 recruiting conversations in a month, it's pretty safe to say that you could have 1 new team member out of that. So out of 156 recruiting conversations in the year, it's really, really reasonable to say you could have 15 new team members by the end of a year. All it takes, it's a numbers game, and it's just sharing Scentsy, sharing the opportunity. So guys, I hope that this has opened your eyes, and what I want you to start doing is keeping track of how many conversations you are having, whether it's conversations about purchasing a product, or that you're sharing a catalog, you're going to be bringing samples by, or else if it's going to be booking conversations, how many people can you get to book a party? and your recruiting conversations. Keep track of how many conversations you are having in a month. And it's really simple. If you want to keep following the plan of the first week, try to get 10 catalogs out to current customers or brand new customers. Or else samples, you can get your 10 samples out. And then get 10 bookings within the month, because if they are all sharing it with 5 people, that's 50 new contacts that you're going to have by the end of the month that you didn't have starting the month. And again, having those 13 conversations about joining. And it's super simple just to have them with your hostesses. They're really our number one prospects of being our new team member, because they already love Scentsy and they love sharing it with their friends and family. So it's a natural just to compliment them and ask them if they want to join your team. So guys, I hope that this was insightful. It makes me excited. I love numbers, and I can see it in my own business. When my business seems slower, I just have to look back and think, gosh, I really haven't shared Scentsy a lot this week. And then I need to just step up my game. And it's all in correlation. The more I talk about Scentsy, the more I share, the more I check up on customers, the more I, just talk to, friends about my products. And the more I talk about hosting with customers, or the more I talk about, joining with some of my customers, that's when I start seeing those results come in. It's all in correlation with how much I am talking about Scentsy. So guys, I'm super excited for the end of this month, and I hope that you guys are too. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.